If you're listening, that means you really are a lucky bastard. You apparently won the genetic lottery and can't catch the green poison like 95% of the rest of humanity. Oh no, you had it good. You got to sit around
See you around.
bonbons, watching people you loved wither and die and get wrapped in hefty bags and dumped in a mass grave with no funeral or gravestone or nothing. Yeah. We got a golden ticket, didn't we? Like the fucking 80s all over again. Where'd it come from? Some yuppie scum millennial helicopter mom refusing to give her kids a goddamn measles shot? I wish.
Hey. Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
Thanks for helping out.
Supply drop claimed. Supply drop sites are clear. Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Fire at will!
Readings indicate an echo nearby. Warning. Now entering a contaminated area.
Seriously?
Exiting the contaminated area. Readings indicate this area is safe. Warning. Now we're exiting the safe area.
Must be a way to burn more. Faster and hotter. I'm coming for you!
back with Uncle Rick and Wouldn't You Know It podcast and pirate radio. Now everybody knows about the JTF, right? The Joint Task Force. That's like the cops and the firefighters, EMTs, National Guard, reservists, doing what they can to keep some semblance of civic order. Keeping things from totally falling to shit. Nothing but respect for those folks. Like the puppets say, those are the people in your neighborhood. They're us.
You can't go in.
But
I've got to see if she's okay.
they ain't the only ones out there.
There's sick people in there.
You ever
That's
hear of
what
a
I'm
little
saying.
thing called National
I'll get
Security
somebody
Presidential
to check on
Directive
your sister.
51?
Tell you how she's doing.
No?
Is that all right?
You wouldn't have. Not the sort of thing they put on the front page of the Post. No, Directive 51 is more your basic secret government takeover plan type deal to provide what the spooks refer to as continuity of government. Doesn't sound so scary, does it? Until you find out how it works, which is they got clandestine government agents embedded among us. And when Directive 51 goes out, those agents get activated. Our government has sleeper cells in our own goddamn country. NSA types who look and sound like you and me until their on switch gets flipped. And then what? They start rounding people up? Putting them in camps? Executing us? I don't know, but the thing is, nobody knows. I mean, martial law is undemocratic, but at least it's transparent. Who these people are, what they're up to, it's also top secret. Even the president probably doesn't know the details. Plausible deniability, folks. Plausible fucking deniability. Home of the free? My ass.
My sister's in there.
You can't go in.
I've got to see if she's okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's sick people in there.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll get somebody to check on your sister and tell you how she's doing. Is that all right?
My sister's in there.
You can't go in.
I've got to see if she's okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's sick people in there.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll get somebody to check on your sister and tell you how she's doing. Is that all right?
Rick Fulassi, constant listener, coming at you once again with Wouldn't You Know It. Hope folks are holding up okay in your neighborhood or containment zone or whatever the hell they're calling it this week. Only chance we got is if we all come together on this. Help each other out. We're New Yorkers, that's what we do. Remember that. Because we're gonna be tested. Bad enough some idiot thinks a time like this is nothing but a golden opportunity to steal shit. And I don't mean food or medicine, I'm talking about stuff they don't even use. I mean, who the fuck needs a goddamn flat screen right now? But it's about to get worse. Apparently, the screws of the jail on Rikers Island are either
My
dead
sister's in there.
or they gave up and went home. Because word on the street is the doors are
Whoa,
open.
whoa, whoa.
The inmates are loose. and they're
what I'm
pouring across the
saying.
river into the
I'll
city,
get somebody
even as
to
we
check
speak.
on your sister and
Now,
tell you how
don't
she's doing.
misunderstand. I'm not saying everybody in there is an axe murderer. Most of them are waiting on trial for possession. Hell, even I spent a night or two in there in my youth. But look, the harmless ones are gonna head for home. It's the hard time. Steer clear of them. You hear me? Be smart.
Reed. Reed, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
What you doing, Reed?
Just sitting here all sad because somebody's in a game full of people.
Oh, I can leave these nets. They ain't doing nothing but just sitting inside the,
Hey, yo, let's make a deal.
whatchamacallit? Doing absolutely nothing. Base operation.
You want to play Division?
We were clear for a minute. I was on Ghost Recon earlier, but then I got killed. Yep, I got killed. So then I started playing, cause I got killed. Did pretty good until I got killed. How was your day, big homie?
You won't find better anywhere.
Nah, it's going.
What's wrong, little lady? She not feeling well?
Yeah, she's had the flu,
It's all good.
and
See you
then
around.
they did like the culture and all that stuff to see if she had the flu, and they were like, well, it's coming back negative, but if it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, it's fucking duck. So they gave us medicine for the flu, and then they called us back, and they're like, okay, well, the culture came back. It is the flu, but she's also got strep throat.
Wow. Poor
Yeah,
thing.
so she did good like 2 days. She was good yesterday and the day before. She just had a cough and she was kind of tired. Well, she's breaking out in a rash, so we gave her some Benadryl, and so she's like just out. So my wife was like, well, I guess you stay home with
My best sale of the day.
Colette and I'll go. And I was like, alright, well, what do you want to do?
Look, I hate to leave, hate you to leave, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's messed up is that
Back up, we'll have to reestablish.
I would have been on sooner, but yesterday my mother-in-law was asking about baking cupcakes,
ooh,
and yeah, I like to bake.
I
So she's like,
know.
"Oh, she's like, will you bake them for me?" And I was like, well, I can bake them. So I was like, after I get back from the birthday dinner, I'll bake them for you. So we went to that yesterday, and we didn't get back until like 10. And so she was passed out on the couch. So she was like, well, don't worry about it. Well, and I was like, okay. And she's like, I'll just make them tomorrow. I was like, all right. Well, she was talking about how she's gonna need them by 5 today. So I couldn't do them. She was gonna have to do them in the morning. Apparently those plans changed. So she was like, would you bake for me and I'll buy you dinner? And I was like, all right. So we had dinner, and then my wife left, and I started baking. I made what is it? 12. 1,
Hey!
2,
Check this out.
3. 4 dozen? God damn it, now I gotta go look.
Yeah. This one
I
was
won't
lucky.
get last.
Well, I'll be damned.
How about this one?
24 plus 24 is 48.
Sorry, yes,
And
sir.
then plus and then another 12
That'll
on
look
top of that.
real good
What is
on
that?
60.
60?
48 plus 12?
Okay, well. Yeah.
60.
Damn, okay, I made 60 cupcakes.
You gonna tell me that's not right? Like, you gonna tell me that's not right? How do you know?
No, that's exactly. I don't, and that's why I was like, "Wow, 60!" Like I wasn't like questioning it. I was surprised. That's the number. You know,
Ken was like, "Really? You know what you're talking about?"
Yeah, I have no idea. I just started baking. I just felt like baking, so. She was like, I'll ice them when I come home, and I was like, alright. Oh, and I also made chocolate covered strawberries that I was supposed to make for Valentine's Day, but I didn't get to that.
That's gonna look unbelievable on you.
Dang, bro, you were busy today. Big time busy.
Wow, that was all in the last like hour and a half. Chocolate covered strawberries are easy, except my wife doesn't want to buy the, you know, like they have strawberries, and then they have the strawberries for the chocolate, which have the longer stem. The leaves are all cut off, and they're real fat ones, you know. She just buys she doesn't want to spend the extra, you know, $2 for 6 of them or 12 of them, instead of just buying a big old bucket of, you know, you get what you get kind.
Let's have another go at it.
So the only thing about those is some of them are mushy, and then some of them aren't really like don't look that good. And then I gotta cut all the leaves off and try to like use a little stem or just tear the whole thing off, and irritating.
Yeah, put some extra work that you didn't need to put into it in so many words. Okay.
Yep, that's a cipher sheet.
So what happened to Marvin's truck? Did somebody just backed into it?
It's his Crown Victorian, and so what happened was,
go ahead. Take another shot.
He got into an accident the night I went to that birthday dinner. He got into an accident. Hold on, this thing's talking in my ear.
Okay.
And so
why don't we see what's in this one?
Rear-ended, and he got pushed into another car, which pushed into another car.
Hey,
but his airbag went off, and everybody else was like, "Ah, don't worry about it, we're good." And so everybody took off. And so he, you know, he was like, "Okay," so he left, and I was like, "Dude, you shouldn't have left. You should have got all that." But so then he went home, and while he was at home, a car parked next to him. And while he was asleep or whatever, the car wasn't supposed to be there, and so the tow truck took it. Well, when they did, they were trying to be all sneaky. So what they did is they just picked it up and tried to pull it out of the space. And when they turned, it like unhitched itself and fell onto Marvin's car. Like the tire, like crushed his hood and his headlight, and then like the piece of the tow truck itself like shoved into the light from the bouncing. And so now,
wow,
the tow truck
has
company,
no car.
Yeah, well he supposedly bought a Chevy S10 a while back, and he was driving it when that car was down and out. But then that truck disappeared because it was like, well, whose truck is it? You know, and he was like, oh, his roommate David got it from his shop, and he, you know, it was a truck that somebody owed money on and never paid it off, so he let Marvin drive it.
You might as well let him keep it because his car's busted. He can't get in it, can he?
Well, yeah. So that's what happened. So yeah. So so Marvin, you know, bought the car from him.
He bought it, really?
Yeah. He paid off the debt to the truck. So the truck's his. But anyway, so he's gonna start driving that one. He said, but now the tow truck company is gonna pay for his Crown Vic to get fixed because they fucked it up. But the tow truck company is claiming all the damage, even from him rear-ending somebody.
Wow.
So they're claiming all the damage to the front of his car. So they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll do it. You know, like, what?
That's kind of a sweet deal, then, if you get there and think about it.
Yes, yes.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's not a bad dip thing about it like that.